You are leaving Ghana to go to Jamaica for an acre.
In Jamaica,
we're chilling in
looking
Jamaica.
for an acre.
Really? Is that what it says?
Jamaica.
That's what I think I heard.
I don't think I heard acre.
Can we play it again?
Acre, it's here that we have plenty.
Oh, he said something chilling.
We can use it for sugarcane farms.
You know?
We can use it for sugarcane farms and all that.
Farms.
But you know there are a whole lot of sugarcane farms in Jamaica, right?
There are.
Yeah, it's one of the things that they do very best in the world. Yeah.
Maybe Stoneboy knows what he's saying. That's why he said looking for an acre. Who knows? He's entering some business.
Some big deal. Well, Morgan
exactly.
Heritage is coming here to plant, so is he going there to plant?
But they are farmers, especially.
What are they planting?
They
Planting
plant
for food
they
and
plant
jobs.
food, especially Gramps Morgan. He owns a very huge. He's into agriculture, so that's where a lot of his money actually comes from. Not even the music, but from agriculture.
Yeah, but what is he planting?
What is he planting again?
Oh, so DNA.
Do we say Bordier or Brodier?
Brodier. But you know that
I got you,
You
man.
got it.
it's
I was
Brodier.
arguing with a friend over the weekend.
That is
my friend said it's
Brodier. Okay.
It's Brodier. That's what we've always said.
It's broad because
Brodier.
it's broad.
Brodier.
It's broad, eh?
You see your life.
It's Brodier.
It has to be broad. It's broad.
It's Brodier.
No, but Brodier is not broad.
Broadier, like
But you know Johnny would always take things out of
Brodier.
context. So like don't even pay attention to him.
Broadier. Apentu is Broadier.
What's a pantu?
Apentu is another type of
The big ones.
Another type of
the bigger-
Yeah, the Apim
the
is
one
the
for the
small ones.
fufu.
Yeah.
Apim is the small one for the mpc.
And but Brodier is for the fufu
It's
as
all
well.
no.
No, all of it is
But
Brodier
it will
family.
variants.
Okay.
It will make Apentu.
There's
Oh, I see.
Shatabando,
So I thought
there's
Brodier was the
Shatawale.
fufu one and Koko was the
No,
right
no,
one and Apim.
So there's Shatawale, there's
Apantu.
Oh my
Shatabando,
But then all of them are
Brodier.
what?
Yeah, they are
Shatters.
Brodier.
All of them are shatters.
How you guys doing?
Charlie, congratulations to you.
Good job.
Great job.
Thank you.
You haven't recovered, have
You
you?
look tired.
I am very, very tired.
Oh,
I
it is
almost
well.
didn't make it. I almost didn't make it this morning, but I had to because work must go on, definitely.
Yeah.
But it was such an experience.
I can imagine. How
It
many
was
hours
such-
were you on your feet?
6 hours
Oh my
on
God.
Sunday. And Bella, you know how it is. You're wearing your heels and you're standing there, especially the last part where Anita had to go down into the foyer for the presentation. I was still asked to stay on the stage and I
keep
was literally
talking.
like this and I was still talking because the cameras were off.
Yeah.
So I was like this and I was talking. My feet were killing
No, but
me,
at that point, if they weren't recording, it wasn't on TV, was it?
it's still because they will still
Oh, it was
switch
still
and
on
come
They
back
still
to
would
me.
switch. It's
Yeah,
live
your heels
TV.
somewhere.
No,
and
it was
just
still
walk.
TV, it was
switch
still
and
switch.
come back to me.
Yeah.
And because Anita was now running to the foyer, it was like, okay, keep talking, keep saying
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But the hall was almost empty. Everybody wanted
Everybody
to
wanted
to go and
to
see what's
witness
happening.
the
Yeah.
presentation of the car.
I
But
can
it
imagine.
still had to go
Funny
Tell
on.
enough,
Ella
I
Vision.
don't feel the pain till after the show.
Okay.
Well, when it's the latter part of the show for me, that's when
That's
I
when you
start to
feel
feel
it.
the pain.
I feel it when the show is done and now I have to walk backstage. Then I realize
Lord.
I've been standing on
That's the
heels
most
for these number
painful.
of hours.
It's-
Thank God
it's so
we don't wear
painful.
heels.
I know.
Yeah.
We survive. we
Equality, we
strive.
must force you guys to wear heels. So you know
But
what
nobody is forcing you. You can wear flats.
we want an equal.
Yeah, so wear
world.
flats. I mean, wear
No, we want
loafers.
you to wear heels so you understand what it feels
No,
like.
nobody is
Beauty is
forcing
pain.
you to. You chose it.
No,
You
we didn't
chose it.
choose
We didn't
it.
choose
It's
it.
just
But-
part of the outfit. Listen, for a lady, there's no way if you're in couture, if you're wearing something like what Bella is wearing or what I'm wearing,
Then you wear
once you
loafers.
wear it with flats, it just downplays
Sneakers,
everything.
sneakers, babe.
Because you can even wear
Be
t-shirts.
like Lizzie.
We get it.
Lizzie
But
is
you-
in heels.
but Lizzie is in heels. But you can wear t-shirt and jeans.
And
But
sneakers.
once you switch it up with some heels,
Heels,
it
it
just
looks
changes the
different.
whole look.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
So.
It
Don't worry, you'll be fine. We have heard you, but we won't listen.
All right, so
well,
those
but
are
great
snippets
job,
of it
yeah.
on the screens right now. Sunday was amazing.
It was.
A lot of people talking about disappointments here and there, but of course
Yeah.
it's a beauty pageant. There could only be one queen.
The reality
Exactly.
show.
Yeah,
so.
there could only be one queen. So out of the 6, I believe the best lady or the best queen took the crown home. But I'm super proud of all of them.
Yeah.
Super proud. It wasn't easy.
I can imagine.
It wasn't easy, and I want to talk about something. Johnny, I need your support on this one. And Bella
You don't,
as
you don't think
well.
that's who will support you?
Yeah. But I know Johnny will go hard on that one. So from my experience at the National Theatre, Lord Jesus, why is the place so hot?
Tell us about it.
So there's no air conditioning, especially backstage. So from where we were changing, from where the ladies were dressing up, there was no AC at all.
Yeah,
Bella,
bring in
imagine
fans.
making up in a hot place like that. Makeup kept creasing, and the first few minutes into coming on stage for the ladies, all of them were drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
And for our introduction, we didn't finish. Anita had to cut the introduction because she was dripping. We were only halfway through. So when she cut, I was like, oh my God, what did you just do? She said, Cookie, look at me. And when I turned and I looked at her, it was horrible. It was because of the heat that was emanating from the back that overtook the little air conditioning that was in the front. So I'm asking, what are we doing as a country for the conference center and for the National Theatre as well? All these have been abandoned. There's no air conditioning. And the toilets, you can't even. It's nothing to write home about. I didn't even go there. I had to keep it till after the show. You can imagine I was there for almost 6 hours. The bathrooms are terrible. It's just not happening for us as a nation. And I'm thinking, in the midst of all this, why do we leave projects that we could just easily refurbish, easily rework on? Why do we leave all of it to concentrate on building new projects that we don't even have money for? Then halfway through, it gets stalled, and we are soliciting for funds both locally and internationally to complete all these projects. Whilst we have magnificent edifices here in our country that we can actually take very good care of, and life would go on. Who doesn't perform at the National Theatre? Bibi Gruma has been doing it from time immemorial. Concert party,
Ghana Dance Ensemble,
all of them.
Everything.
And it's a properly built theatre for things like this. From Kwame Nkrumah's time,
I'm filled with mixed feelings this morning because one of the many places I was raised from is also the National Theatre. Kida Fest and Fun World, you know, came in for me at the time. It helped me to recognize my talent and to be able to pursue my dreams. So I have a certain kind of emotional attachment to the National Theatre. The National Theatre was a gift from the Japanese government or so to the Republic of Ghana. It used to be a small studio, then it became, you know, what it is now. And it was the talk of town, talk of on the continent of Africa. Everybody was talking about the National Theatre. And you could enter the National. It was always a great deal, a big deal. When they told us in school, you're going to the National Theatre, it was big because the ACs were functioning, Book Back was there, Terrible Nchaka. I mean, you could name them. Everybody else who was within that period, who was at the top of the game, came to perform at Kida Fest or Fun World, and it was so fantastic. Now, fast forward to the days of, that was the days of Madame Coco Amate, if you will call her Auntie Coco at the time. Fast forward to the days when the late Ifu Kojo came in, then you realize that the ACs were faulty. So if you go to the National Theatre, you will find that they had done some reworking of the ACs. You would find those bulgy stuff in the National Theatre with the silver lining over it. You find those were done, you know, during the Ifuko Jomaugbe, you know, era, because the National Theatre then has started deteriorating. I'm still in shock as to how we have allowed the National Theatre to deteriorate because the conference center was built under the Kufuor administration for an AU event that we wanted to have here. So the conference center literally is supposed to be, like it says, a conference center. It's not supposed to be an event center where we go and do shows and all of that. So you find that when you go to the conference center, stuff that you would get, for example, at the National Theatre stage can go down and come up. You can bring somebody from the top. You can't get down at the conference because that was not what it was built for. But the National Theatre is what it was built for. That's the home of a Bibi Gruma. That's the home of the Ghana Dance Ensemble. That's the home of many others. I mean, Concert Party, which will later birth Kuma Wood, was birthed from the National Theatre. So many other things. And you can count too many TV presenters, musicians, whatever it is. How we have left it like that.
To rot.
And we don't seem to care about it is a big problem. I know that over time they have tried to do something about it, but the National Theatre literally, if nobody goes to use their main halls, the Folks Place, what we call the Folks Place, the exhibition halls at the top, all of those ones, they literally are dead. The exhibition halls I know are used for church services at some point, but the Folks Place, which used to be where groups like Harisco and the rest would rehearse and train new actors, Cozy and the rest, they're all, it's as if nothing is happening. I mean, we should have a National Theatre where every week you can have 2 or 3 plays playing, running
like
out.
Broadway,
But you see,
like Broadway.
Let me come in because I feel like also the other thing, apart from the fact that we have a very horrible maintenance culture, is also the pressure maybe on the National Theatre. And I'll take us back to 2016 when we were told that every region was going to have a national theatre because that was supposed to at least address the issue of, overcrowding and overdominance on the National Theatre. What has happened to that? Because maybe if we were able to put up different national theatres in the various regions, not everybody will want to come and have an event at National Theatre or at Conference Centre. And then we can have enough time to fix the problem.
And then reduce the pressure.
I agree, but the question here is now, if they shut down, and I was asking about it, that can they not shut it down for a while?
Bella, don't even go too far.
Shut it down for a while. And then we go to the Dome.
Let me
and
even
I'm asking this question. Hold on. Let me go to the Dome, and I'm asking this question because I remember that the Dome is where we even had Miss Malika in 2010. And that was the last time that place was open. And then we were told that they were going to shut it down so that they can renovate. What happened to it? Nothing. Because God even gave us
a free shutdown with COVID-19.
There's no other place. No, you hold on. There's no other place to host events. Now, everybody is going to the conference center. And we're told that it wasn't built for events.
Exactly.
It was built for conferences, high-profile conferences. So you realize that they don't have all the equipment that you necessarily will find at the National Theatre. So people were asking questions that if you shut down the National Theatre right now, where are we going to host our events? And that has been the question for a long time. The Dome was supposed to have been renovated so that it can house a number of people and it can be, security-wise, it can be okay for people to host events. Then maybe from there, they can shut down the National Theatre and everybody will go to the Dome. What has happened to that? So we're supposed to provide other alternatives so that we can shut down the main one and refurbish it. We haven't seen that happen in the various regions.
So that's where my question is,
so what's happening?
When COVID broke, we've had almost 2 years of inactivity. So that's why I was like, let me even help. Don't even crack your head to even go too far. When COVID broke, we've had almost 2 years of inactivity. There hasn't been concerts, no plays, nothing. People are just not gathering. What have we done with the 2 years? We could have done a whole lot with refurbishing and getting these places
with what money?
Up to
because
standard.
we were told as well that
that's another point too.
The tourism industry was badly hit.
So
in fact,
with
worse
what money?
hit with COVID.
What money were they going to use to build the other 16 national theatres? Do you understand?
Question for the gods. I really don't know.
Because I don't get it. If there's no money to refurbish and to renovate what we have, then why were we told that we are going to build 16 other national theatres across the 16 regions? Where was the money going to come from anyway?
Johnny, we're crossing over to you. Away from edifices that have been left to rot. I mean, yesterday you started this conversation as well with the Jubilee Park in the Eastern region and how that is also, I mean, it's just in a deplorable state. What else do you have for us this morning?
Well, this morning I'm on another Jubilee Park, and good morning. If you're a duty bearer, good morning to you. I know that you have finished taking your bath, you're preparing to have tea, you're preparing to go to work, you're prepared to draw your salary at the end of the month, you're prepared to be called honorable or sir or madam. You will be prepared to take all the accolades. You'll be prepared to sending memos and queries and be signing big letters. But I want to say good morning to you. And I want us to go back to the Jubilee Park at Koforidua, what I saw over the weekend, the deplorable state in which it was. Danny, you have to show that video again, the Jubilee Park. And then I'll take you to Wa, where it's even more worse than what I saw at the Jubilee Park in Koforidua. Let's go to Koforidua. Check out how the toilet is stinking, is dirty. This is the toilet at Jubilee Park, Koforidua. And you pay money to host your events there. This is what it looks like. And my only offense was that I wanted to go and pee. That was when I saw this. The Jubilee Park in Koforidua, this is what it looks like. It's dirty, unkempt. Sorry if you are having breakfast and you're not a duty bearer, but if you're a duty bearer, I want you to see this. I want you to feel it. I want you to smell it. I want you to smell it. And viewers' discretion to you. But I want you to smell it. Can you reverse that, please? Show me again. Let the duty bearers see what it is that they are giving to us. Show them again, please. Show them again. Let the duty bearers know that this was Jubilee Park that was envisaged by the erudite and what we call President Kufuor, the gentle giant. He thought about this in 2007 when Ghana turned 50. And he said, look, we cannot all depend on the Independence Square or the Black Star Square as it were. We cannot all go and have sit match events on dusty grounds and on football parks, have children marching through it. So let us have a concept of what we call the Jubilee Park, a replica of all our independence squares across the country. This is your washroom in Koforidua. This is your washroom. The regional capital of the Eastern region. This is your washroom at the Jubilee Park. You have no light there. You have no water flowing. The place is rotting. Show them the ceiling. The place is rotting, and it's not for free. They don't have electric supply there. So what they do is that there's a woman who sells close by, and everybody goes to the woman to go and say, give us power supply, and then they pay something small to the woman. This is the Jubilee Park, 2017. Only 14 years apart, 2007. We can't maintain it. Look at it. This is the Jubilee Park. TNG is peeling off. This is it. This is in Koforidua. And I can bet my last penny that all across the country, this is the situation. Let's go to WA. There are patches of water on the Jubilee Park at Koforidua. Pavement blocks, nyama, ceiling, basa, painting, zuguma, toilet, peche. It's at the Jubilee Park. What is there to jubilate about? What is there to jubilate about? This is what's happening in WA. And even in WA, the roofing is off. What is going on? Can't we be serious about maintenance in this country? Can't we for once be serious about maintenance? Maintenance. Ordinary maintenance. And let me tell you, let me shock you again. There's no sensible work that happens there, with all undue respect, that happens there at the Jubilee Park, any of them, if we are not going to have a national event. No painting is done. The weeding is as and when. Sweeping is sometimes or maybe or not, never forever. And you're asking yourself, when we as a country decide to have a vision, to put together edifices that represent us, edifices that glorify the nation, edifices that represent the nationality of the nation and also inspire patriotism, when we put them together and we invest money and we leave them like that, what do we expect to get? Thanks to Walid for sending these words. Look at it. Are you comfortable in your skin watching this? Are you comfortable in your skin watching this? This is your Jubilee Park. Are you comfortable in your skin watching this? It's the same thing happening at the Independence Square here in Accra. It's breaking down piece by piece. Piece by piece. Brick by brick, block by block. Wires are hanging out. Everything is just bazaar. Jubilee Park. Jubilee Park. 2007. We said this was a monument that we wanted to keep. That we wanted the children in the villages and the forgotten places of this country to also have an idea of how it looks like to have a national monument and to value and cherish it, which is why we painted it in a red, gold, green with a black star in the middle. Why? Is it because we have a black star, so everything has to be dirty, unkempt, not well kept? This is the Jubilee Park. Show them again, please. Don't show my face. Show them, because I am doing this for the people who have the duty to ensure that the Jubilee Parks are properly maintained, to have that wake-up call this morning. It's not about dressing in suit and tie or wearing African prints or driving with a siren or motorcade in front of you, people saluting you, people calling yes and massa. And this is the work you have to do. This is the work. This is why we pay you. We pay you to ensure there's a regional coordinating council, there's a municipal chief executive, there's a DCE. They're all the big men and big women. This morning, if somebody's home in your municipality does not have ceiling and roofing, you will go there and write on it, stop work, produce permit. We will do one. Look at what we have asked you to protect and supervise and superintend over. Look at it. This is the Jubilee Park. If you hate me and I don't know, shame on you. If you know what is right and you don't do it, shame on you. But this is the Jubilee Park. This is the Jubilee Park in WA. And I can tell you that if we go around the country, all the Jubilee Parks, I will bet on this, all the Jubilee Parks will have a situation like this. This thing was ripped up by rain some 4 or 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years. It's still like that. 4 or 5 years of our national life, we have sat and watched. And I've not seen the people so wasteful like us. we have vision, we make slogans about it, we announce it, we cut ribbons, we play drums, we dance, we drink, we eat, we have a fanfare, we finish constructing it, and we don't care about it. We don't care about it. What kind of a people are we? What kind of a people are we? Jubilee Park, what is there to jubilate? Good morning to you. If it is your job to ensure that the Jubilee Park, which is a money-making venture, which is a money-making space, because you charge people to have their weddings and their funerals there. And we decided that we're not going to allow people to block the streets because it was an inconvenience, especially on weekends. So we put together the Jubilee Park. We want children on the 6th of March, so beautiful they can march around. We want our police recruits to be able to train there like they do at Koforidia. So what is the problem? People pay money, you generate income. What happened to maintenance culture? If this were your own property at home, would you have treated it this way? If this were your own property that you invested money into, an event center, would you have treated it this way? If this were your own business, your own money, your sweat and blood, would you have treated it this way? But I are buying there, so our taxes should go to waste, eh? And you are buying there, so well, everybody can leave it and let it be there. And you are buying there, so when the president serves notice that I'm coming there, then you quickly go and paint it and you fix roof and everything. Shame on you. I take 1 minute. This morning, 2 weeks ago, I spoke to you about baller. That's gathered at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Baller. Baller. Proper baller. Rubbish. Stinking, smelly, dirty baller. In the heart of the capital city of Accra. In between Accra Metropolitan Assembly and Klote Kole Municipal Assembly. And he showed them the video of the baller. At the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, heaps of refuse every single day. You are greeted with it after 6 a.m. This is the baller. Early morning baller. Pause, we go back. Early morning baller. See, 2 heaps of baller. 2 heaps of rubbish. In the median. Heart of Accra, there's VIP there. So if you want to go to Kumasi, you have come. Imagine I've just come from the United States as a tourist. I've come to the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. I want to get a bus to go to Menchia Palace, to go and greet Otumfuo 82. I come to VIP station because I don't want to fly in a plane. I want to see the scenery of Ghana. I met with Bola because it's right opposite the VVIP. STC is right close to there. 2 p.m. Express, right close to there. Neoplan Station, right close to there. The almighty Circle Station is right close. In the heart of the capital. Bola. You have sanitation ministry. You have local government ministry. You have a regional minister. You have all of them. This morning, they will take their bag, go to work, and go and take salute. Bola. In the heart of the Nkrumah Circle. And it's become like a normal routine. Every morning, people sweep and gather border, and we think it is okay. If it were your house, would you gather baller in the middle of your house? If it were your church compound, would you gather baller and put it in the middle of your church compound? Then you say we are all Christians, you are all Muslims, we are all Hindus and Buddhists, we are all traditionalists. Why do we do this to ourselves? Don't we know that cleanliness is next to godliness? And that sex, death, and filth is unacceptable in the 21st century, where we have a president who says, I want to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa in 4 years. We are in the 5th year. We are still gathering baller in the heart of the city. And he said we should keep quiet. If you are a young person and you are speaking up and they come attacking you, I'll give you 2 scenarios, and that's what I'm wrapping up with. Number 1, when they attack you on social media, look up their photos and look at their profiles. Check their stream of friends. You see that they either belong to friends who do not have appointment, who are trying to catch the eye of the president for reappointment, or those who are now acting and they don't know if they will be retained, or those who are tied to the apron strings of those people, or people who are clearly jobless and they are trying to do everything to drag you into their mud. When they insult you and go low, go higher. Don't insult them back. Give them facts and figures. Show them pictures. Show them videos. Let them know that the Jubilee Park is dirty. It's rusting away. Let them know that there's baller at Nkrumah Circle. Good morning.
Interesting. And yes, I mean, if we're expecting government to do its part, we're also expecting you to do your part. And so don't go littering. It's very important that when you use a piece of paper, rubber, whatever it is, if you're in a car, keep it in the car. Keep it in your bag until you get home. I've had enough of people throwing out rubbish from a moving vehicle. I think that it's very annoying. And there was a time when I literally almost went to stop a car to ask him, why are you doing this? But it was in traffic. And I was like, okay, well, who am I? I mean, I can't just walk up to anybody. But this is a private car. You expect that this person should be learned enough to know that we are preaching against littering your environment. And he removed people do this a lot. So the small wrapper from the bottle, when they're going to drink water, they take it, and then the first thing they think of is to throw it out of the car. I've seen a lot of those things happen. You need to change your life. It's important. And well, yeah, that's Johnny with what's on his mind this morning. We'll be back with some more newspaper review. We'll have a conversation about social media and how it went down yesterday. How did it impact you? Let us know with the hashtag TV3Newday. We'll be back.